What was the best day of your life? Surely you can remember, right? I don't have a very hard time remembering because it was very recently. I haven't grabbed the exact date, but it was this year. And I know that it was the best day of my life because it was definitely the best day of my life since my birthday on the 25th of July 2013. And it was a very similar day. A couple mates of mine, including Nick, he's the common denominator, he's just the best part of my life. Just went to the store, had a blast, came home, had a blast, and it was great. Even though it was recently, I have like a fragmented recollection of this day. Just because like, I've deliberately tried to not like go super hard on like reflecting on it, because I knew that I wanted it to just be like in the far future from now, just like a fuzzy memory, like, oh yeah, that was a good time, wasn't it? Because it was at a point where I was like right at the edge of, or like maybe just coming out of like a sort of depression where if I reflected upon positive experiences, I had negative feelings about them. So I didn't want that to happen, and I don't think it has. I've thought about it, and I have felt negatively about it, but I don't now because it was a positive experience, and I just have a simpler way of remembering it, so it's okay. So can I provide you guys with context, like the sort of setup for this day? Pretend this day was like a DBS phase, and we were like off stacking or something for a couple days before it. So gosh. Like, the day right before this day, I got a call from my mate Nick, and Alice was on the horn as well, because they were like going for a walk or whatever, and they were like, do you want to hang out tomorrow? And I was like, I don't know if I can, I'm meant to be going on vacation, and I got the date wrong, and it turns out I wasn't going on vacation yet, so this almost wasn't the best day of my life. This was almost just a regular ass day, and that's crazy. Maybe a week before this, I guess I could tell you guys the story of how I first met Alice IRL, because like I'd known her for like about a year at this point. I pulled up to work one night, just parking my bike outside the store, and I was walking in, and I noticed across the lot some shy looking dude was just like kind of like not eyeing me, but like, I don't know, I got a gut feeling like, have I just been recognized? So like, I don't know how I knew, but the closer I got to walking in the door of the center, and they did as well, like right alongside me, they were like, hey Daniel, and I was like, what? I didn't say that right to their face. I was like, oh, how's it going? I thought that this person might have just been like, I don't know what I thought. I thought they must have been someone that I hadn't seen since school, and I just didn't recognize them, so I was just playing it cool, right? And so like right in front of this person, I like pulled out my phone to check like my work app because I was going into work. But the first thing that appeared on my phone was a DM I had with Alice, because I had been DMing her like on my way to work. And this person right next to me just pointed at my phone and said, that's me. And I was like, oh. Wow, that's crazy. And it was even crazier because I'm pretty sure this was not going according to their plan. I'm pretty sure their plan was to No, they told me this is what they wanted to do. They told me their plan was to approach me while I was working and just ask for something super menial like milk or something, and then just like go from there. But this was way more memorable just because it wasn't awkward, but it was just, I don't know, it was just the happenstanceness of it all. Like, it was so nice, dude. It was really nice. It was really cute. And dude, I was messed up the rest of the night. I was like in a daze while I was working. I was like, what the heck just happened? Is this the best day of my life? And I was like, no, you have no idea. 1 week later, best day of my life. So we just decided, like, well, I'm in town, so I'm going to the store with Nick on this day. Do you want to like come? And I was like, yes. I've gone to the store. It hasn't been years, but like 4 years. Whenever I'd hang out with Nick, we would just like go to the store and like, you know, period. Like we just go to the store and we just hang out. And so this is something that I love doing because it's super simple. It's a super simple way to just like have a good time. And I feel like a common theme when I start talking about this like quote unquote best day of my life is that even though I don't think I'm a simple person, the best memories I have are of like simple times. And I can't explain it really, but so what happened on this day? I had to get up really early. I had to set off an alarm because like I'm pretty sure I'd been at work. No, I hadn't been at work. I hadn't been at work because I was thing. Damn. I'd taken some time off work to like pack for my vacation, and this just came up like at the time, so it was really nice actually. I was so excited one morning that when I was like going to get breakfast one morning, my phone fell out of my pocket because I hadn't closed my pocket, and I was really messed up because I had not managed to not drop this phone for like an entire year, and it was really sad. So, you know, nothing's perfect, but other than that, this was the perfect day. So, I got up in the morning, which is crazy. That's not just something that I do. And I just went and caught a bus, which is crazy. It's not really something that I do. I usually ride my bike everywhere, but I got to catch a bus. I haven't done it in a while. It was really nice because like I used to do it all the time, and I miss just catching the bus. It's just a nice time. It's just chill. You get time to think, but not too much time to think, so it doesn't become like a trap. So it's good for me. I was just like, what music was I listening to? I was probably listening to like metal, to be honest. So like. The memories, the connections that I form with like the music that I listen to, a lot of it has to do with like the time periods that I was listening to said music. So like whatever music I was listening to this day is like music that I'll probably be listening to forever. Crazy. Yeah. I'd been given my mate's phone number, like his telephone number, which I thought was really weird because I don't know why. Because normally we just use Discord, but I don't know. That was just like another connection that I made on top of everything else, I guess. So that was weird. Could have gone without that, but you know, it's whatever. Sorry, my phone's updating. I'm really distracted. I'm just looking over at my phone constantly right now. I got to the store and they were like, I didn't actually know where we were meeting. We ended up meeting at Kmart, but I didn't know where in Kmart because Kmart's pretty big. So like I made my way to Kmart, and I passed Nick's mum, and I was like, oh hey Nick's mum, and she was like, hey, I don't know, and I was like, have you seen Nick? And she's like, no, I have no idea where he is, which is really weird because we were like right outside Kmart at the moment. So I just went window shopping in Kmart, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll bump into them. Unfortunately, I did not. But it turns out they were in Kmart, so I was kind of upset because I would have loved to just like bump into them in Kmart, but whatever, dude. So I was just waiting outside, and they came, and it was cool. And what do we do? I mean, you know, high fives all around. Can't not. You just gotta like any opportunity you can take to physically connect with someone, I think you should take. So like high fives are cool. What did we do? I think we just started window shopping for like an hour. Our plan this day, we planned out the day, we had not planned out the night. I'm gonna get to that. We planned to just like see a movie or something. That plan went crazy. That plan went so hard. It got so like twisted. So like how do you guys feel about window shopping? I feel like it's really nice because it's something super menial that you don't have to think about doing. That like you're getting your energy out because like you're just going for a walk, and you get to interact with like whoever you're with because like you can just talk about whatever you want to talk about, and if you see something interesting in the store you can talk about that, and it's just cool, and you can just like have a laugh. So like we went through like I think it was a Harris scarf, and we just like look at this funny toaster, look at these cool towels. Did I tell you about the time I got my dad towels for Christmas? That was funny. That was nice. We went to like I think we went like up and down the levels of the shopping center. We covered pretty much every square foot of the shopping center. Like we made sure we went like the whole 9 yards. We went to like went to a bunch of like clothing stores because I guess they were actually like looking for clothes. Like they were actually shopping. I was not actually shopping, but they were. It was cool. It was cool. I don't mind. Like as long as I'm with my mates, I don't care where we go, dude. Gosh. We got lunch. No, we went to the movie cinema, and this was actually really funny. I forgot about this. When we checked the timetable, we realized that the only times available was like a time that had literally just passed like 10 minutes ago, and another time like 3 hours from now. And they were like, wait a second. We were like totally scheduling this movie at like 2 in the morning. So they clicked, when they were on the website, they clicked on like tomorrow's bookings, and what they had actually done was try to book for Monday, but this was a Sunday, so they just forgot that they had done it like early in the morning and that it was the same day. So we did not get to see the movie when we wanted to see it. I think we had planned on seeing Avatar. It's a good thing we didn't, dude. I haven't seen Avatar, but it doesn't look good. So instead we like tried to squeeze in this movie at the time that we could squeeze it in. So we went and got lunch. I had not eaten yet at this point in the day. I'd had like a coffee, maybe. So maybe I got another coffee for lunch, or maybe it was my first coffee. I was running on empty. Food review. I got a bunch of donuts. Like a bunch of donuts. So everyone was eating, but it was mostly me. It was mostly just me eating and the bunch of us bantering, and it was funny. It was really funny because we'd never. This was the first time that we just like sat around a table and just like just being there, like just being there, dude. It's just nice. It's just nice to just be there with people. I don't know, because like this was like this was the second time that I had met Alice IRL, and it was the first time that I had like actually hung out with her IRL. So you can you can probably understand why this is like one of the best days of my life already, because like I've never made a friend as quickly as Alice. So it's like when I learned that I could actually like see her IRL. It was like, damn, that's just so fortunate, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what we talked about. Like I said, the details are fuzzy, because like, I don't remember this day structurally, which is really weird, because usually I do. Usually I have a really good grasp on like exactly what is like transpired on any given day. But that's probably because I don't intend to like make a memory out of it, so I don't know, is that weird? It's probably not weird. Or it just seems weird to me, but it's probably super normal. Yeah, I mean, lunch took a while, and I was like, damn, guys, I don't think we're gonna get this movie. And they were like, no, 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 don't rush, just eat. And I was like, thank you. And cause like, we were like, we missed the movie, initially. We did end up seeing a movie today, but, we missed it initially, so. What did I do? I went and got, I'd gone and bought, like, some candy or something and just, like, stuffed it in my sack, because I was like, this is for the movie. It ended up not being for the movie. We went back to window shopping instead, because we just decided, like, no, we have all day, so let's just take our time. And it was the best decision that I think has ever been made, ever. Because if we hadn't made that decision, this might have just been, like, a good day instead of like the best day. So we just went window shopping, and this time when we went window shopping, I had my packet of red frogs. I love red frogs, dude. They're just the best. I did not go hungry. In fact, I went the opposite of hungry. I got kind of sick this day. I needed a lot of help finishing these red frogs, and I was not given the help. My mates were not as hungry as I was. Where did we go? We went to, right outside the movie cinema was, Anaconda. So we looked at like sleeping bags and tents and fishing rods and stuff, and it was nice. Nick found a funny hat, like a sailor hat kind of, or like a fisherman's hat. It was really cute. I think he already had bought it. I think I was there at the time when he did. But, it was a really cool hat. I have not seen him wear it. I don't know what he's done with it. If I was him, I wouldn't have bought it, but whatever. It was a cute hat. And where else did we go? We went to like this comic store where they have like a bunch of old figurines and stuff, and it was really cramped, but it was really cool. It was really small, so we weren't in there for long, but it was like a lot of stuff. It was really cool. Where else did we go? Where else did we go? I think that's all I remember about the window shopping, to be honest. We just went to a bunch of clothing places. There was a place where they were like looking at shoes, and like, oh yeah. Nick bought me a drink. It was so weird because it's like, why did you do this? But thank you. So we went to like a shoe store, and like they actually went into the shoe store. I did not, because I was like on dude shoes, but they were actually shopping. So Alice like just like handed me this Coke, and I was like, is this for me? And I was like, thanks. So I just like get +1 Coke. Coke acquired. Coke achieved. Nice. And I was just like chilling, and it was cool. And then they came out, and the Coke was taken away from me, and it was not my Coke. I was just holding onto it. Apparently I was just the messenger or something. Whatever, dude. I don't really like Coke that much. So I learned later on that Alice really loves Coke. She drinks it like by the liter, like every day. Like it's crazy. I don't know how that's possible. It's probably not good for you, but I mean, she's in better shape than I am. Oh damn. At what point did we decide? We went up onto like the top level, which was like an esplanade. It was really scenic, and we realized like, wait a second, there's like an arcade here, isn't there? And we were like, yeah, arcades are cool. We don't really have the money to go to an arcade, but we can just like look at it. And then we were like, wait a second, there's a bowling alley right on top of the arcade. And we were like, dude, what if we like pretended that it was like one of my old ass birthday parties from when I was a kid where I took all my mates bowling, and we were like, you know what, that's a good idea. I'm not very good at bowling. It's a plot point. I get worse at bowling every time I bowl, and it had been years since I'd bowled, so I was at my absolute worst. But we had recently, very recently, the three of us had played bowling in Tower Unite, and I was really bad at it, but it's still bowling, so I had an idea. We went bowling, and it was like, damn, dude, like, you don't just go bowling, you know? I mean, maybe you just go bowling, but I do not just go bowling. It's not something that you just do. And like, we had not planned on doing this. This was so spontaneous. Like, we just went bowling. Like, what? Okay, cool, sick. Nick shouted bowling. Nice guy, Nick. I mean, I would have paid, but like, damn, thanks, man. We just had like one game, just the three of us. I'm pretty sure all of us got at least one strike. I think Nick got like three. Nick might have got one strike. He might have gotten 0. I think I got one strike, and I was like lured into a false sense of security. I think Alice ended up getting like 3 strikes and still came in like 2nd place or something. I don't know. It was weird. It was nice. There was a point where Alice got a strike, and like Nick like jumped out of his fucking seat, dude. It was so weird. I was not ready for it, and he just like gave her the biggest hug ever, dude. It was crazy. They were so happy. I didn't understand it. It was nice though. I was just sitting there like, oh. Yeah, I forgot you guys are a couple. That's weird. I actually still can't believe it. I still like can't fathom like them just like my 2 best friends are like a couple. Like, it's really weird. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but like, I don't know, it's just something I live with. It's kind of weird. Bowling. Where do we go? Did we go through this? Oh yeah. Because Alice was like in a different state of Australia at this point, and Nick was like not out of town. Well, I mean, yeah, he was out of town. He lives further away from me than me from here. So, they like, I think they'd gotten like a motel or something, like just for the night. So we went for a really big walk. We like straight up left the center. And we went on a walk, and it was really nice. It wasn't particularly scenic. It was just a walk. We were just going outside. We were just going up the road. But I like I told Nick at this point I was having like an emotional high, and like I had a lot of like positive energy built up inside. And I told Nick something I've told him before a couple times, and it always makes him cringe every time I told him, I'm gonna go for a run, and he's like, no, don't go for a run, and I was like, I'm gonna go for a run, and I went for a run. Sorry, my phone just finished updating. I just dead bolted up this hill, and I was like, that's not good enough, and I dead bolted all the way back down this hill, and I probably looked like an absolute retard. But, like, what do you guys do when you have like a bunch of energy, like kinetic, like when you have a bunch of energy and you just have to release it kinetically, and when that energy is like the result of like an emotional state, like what do you do? The only thing I can think of is going for a run. And it doesn't have to be positive energy, it can be negative energy as well. It just has to be like on an end of the spectrum. Like, that's how much like you're feeling, and it like starts to become like energy, and you need to release it. I just love going for a run. I don't know, it was weird. So we like went to the motel. It was pretty dirty, it was pretty dank, but it was quaint. I don't know, had nothing to do with me. And then we went back, and then we were like, okay, is it time to see that movie yet? And the answer was, actually, I think the answer was yes. I think we checked some bus timetables because we had forgotten that, like, at the end of this day I was supposed to go home. So, yeah, I mean, which I didn't, but, you know, moments can't last forever. I don't know, this one did. This moment did last forever. This was a really long day. Probably the longest day ever that I'd, like, spent with friends. at least multiple friends. Like, it's just good, dude. I think it was time to see that movie. I like ran off ahead to go to the toilet and completely lost them. I think they were in the food court or like, you know, the like eatery where people these guys are. I noticed these guys were using teamwork, so I wondered if they were in a fire team. It looks like they are. This should be a good strike. This was the first and probably will be the only time that I get cinema food, but like it was just a moment, dude. Like I saw Alice pick up an ice cream and I was like, damn, I could go for an ice cream. And I saw Nick pick up like a water and I was like, damn, I could go for a water. Pretty simple. It was pretty expensive. Don't get food at the cinema. But you know, I'd already had my red frogs, so I didn't have any choice. I didn't really have a choice. And I really needed a water, it turns out. So, what did we see? What did we see? We ended up seeing Puss in Boots, and we did not regret it. It was a pretty quiet experience, to be honest. Like, whenever I go to the cinema with mates, it's always just like, and particularly today, because they were like, we were like, you know, like three's a party. I mean, three's a crowd. Two's company, three's a crowd. So like, it was a pretty quiet experience, but it was a good movie, so I think it was like okay. I just kind of felt like, at the time I was like, why am I here? Like, was I supposed to be here? Like, I don't know. This was like the one point where I started to like reflect negatively upon the day, but that was wrong. That was so wrong. So like after the movie, we were like, damn, that was a good movie. It was Puss in Boots. It was a very good movie. It was an amazing movie. I'm actually really glad we saw it. I know a couple people who have seen Avatar, and the opinions would be mixed, but I think anyone who's seen Puss in Boots would probably tell you that Puss in Boots was a good movie. Just go see it. It's really good. For an animated movie, it's really good. I know anime can be good, but for an animated movie, like, it seemed really good. I don't really want to review it. I don't really remember it that well. The Wolf was good. I liked the Wolf. I think everyone liked the Wolf. He's in a lot of memes. For good reason. I mean, he wasn't even funny, he was just cool. Yeah, what did we do after this? Yeah, it was like, what time was it after we saw the movie? It must have been like 6 o'clock or something. It was like becoming nighttime. And I was like, damn, is it finally time to part ways? And they were like, no, hold up, do you want to go to the RSL? And I was like, what's an RSL? Oh, you mean the pub? Or like a tavern? Or like a club? And I was like, I've never actually done that before. Whoa, wait, what? Hey dude. I like had to bring the guys back down to earth and tell them like, I don't have a proof of age card, and they were like, huh? And when we got there, they were like, oh, you don't have a proof of age card, and I was like, yeah, but I had my passport on me. I had my passport in my pack, my expired passport, and I think I got really lucky because I showed the guy at the door, and he was like, you know what, mate? I didn't see that, and we got in. So. This was a first for me. Alright, we went gambling. We went to the pokies. I've never gambled before. It was really fun. You know, like adult gaming? Like not what I'm doing right now. I mean like adult gaming. Like quote unquote gaming. Like gaming. What? Get out of my way. We spent like 2 hours or something here, dude. I don't know how. It just flew by. I think collectively they'd lost like $500 this night. I think both of them spent like $200 or $300. I don't know how, dude. I'm telling you what, I spent like $50 and I don't regret it. I turned $50. We went around the entire room just switching up machines over and over again just to try our luck and like keep it fresh. And it was so cute the way I was like a little kid and they were like my parents and they had to show me like this is how you use the machine and like no dude, I won't get into that relationship I have with myself. The way I perceive that relationship, that like parental sort of feelings that I have. Probably not worth it. I don't know, it could be real, it might not be. I haven't like I haven't confronted those feelings yet. I've like tried to explain them to like some other mates behind closed doors, but I don't think we came to a conclusion. I think the conclusion we came to was just that I think I've said it before, but like just wanting to feel more as connected to people as possible or something. But that was a weird tangent. That was probably projecting. I probably didn't have to go on that tangent for any constructive reason. So it started off as just a funny joke, to be honest. Just like calling Alice mom, and it's like, I don't know. Is it really that funny? I don't know, maybe it's just me. And like pretending I'm Nick's dog or something. I do that sometimes. I don't think he realizes it. He probably does. He probably just doesn't say anything about it because it's weird. And weird things make Nick just like clam up. Because it's like, I don't know. There's some stuff that he understands, and there's some stuff that I don't know. I don't get it. Like, he's pretty wise, but sometimes he's just like, what? And I relate. Yeah, where were we at the Pokies? We were at the Pokies. I spent like $50. I went up and down, dude. I turned $50 into like $100. Like the first machine I went on, I hit the bonus game, and they were like, we went crazy, dude. I think I hit it twice on one machine, and they were like, what the heck? Have you done this before? No, I hadn't. It's just RNG. Spoilers, it's just RNG. I turned $50 into like $100, and then we moved machines, and I ended up turning $100 into like $20, and then I think I ended up turning $20 into $50, and then I ended up turning $50 into $0, and that was according to plan. I really didn't plan on making any money. I really didn't plan on like quote unquote winning at all. I just planned on having a good time, and I think that's fair. I think like when it comes to like gaming, even if it's gambling, like $50 for a good time, you know, that seems like a fair trade to me. So cool. We did drink actually. It was really fun. I haven't drank that much before. I only started drinking like maybe a year or two before this. Oh damn. This was probably the best time I've had social drinking by far, because we decided like, what if we like gave each other our cards and we were like shouting each other drinks, like every round of drinks we was like someone else would pay, and it was like that felt really good, dude. I'd love to pay for people's drinks. I've never done that before. It was really good. What did I get? I got a rum and coke, because that was all I knew. Alice got vodka and raspberry, because that stuff's actually really good. And I guess she knew that. And I think Nick just got a Peroni because he was like, I can't get drunk. I have to stay lucid. And because he was like playing it up that like he had to behave. Or like Alice just like wouldn't behave or something if she was drunk or something. Dude, it was weird. Kind of cute. Yeah, I mean, we like shared drinks as well. Nick tried the rum and coke and his face turned into a molehill. Like, he was like, that's so dirty. Like, he hated it. I don't know. I've never tried a Peroni before. I've never tried a good beer. I've only had like 4X and VB and stuff, so, like, you know, good, bad beer. I don't know. I don't really get it. That was nice. Yeah, there was like, I think they tried like, I think pretty much what we did, spending a lot of time on this Pokies subject, but that's just because it was like a big chunk of the night, and it was like just a new experience, and it was exciting. I don't know if I'll ever do it again. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't do it by myself. Seems kind of sad saw a lot of people doing it by themselves. It's just like, dude, get a hobby. Yeah, I mean, what do we do? Got to see them kiss for the first time. That was cute. It was really cute. Because I think one of them was drunk at this point. I was buzzed. Alice might have been drunk. I don't know. She's like, she drinks hard and fast, right? If I know someone like that. So it gets to her quick or something, I guess. Leaves her system quick as well though. So, but the opportunity was seized to land a dirty kiss, and it was really cute. Oh, dude, like this whole day, by the way, I was walking behind them and they were like holding hands, and it was like, man, that's so cute. Cause like Nick's had a girlfriend before, but it was like a long distance relationship and it ended poorly. And this is probably the first time that he's ever probably like been like super happy with like just like I like if Nick told me that this was the first time he's ever been happy, then like I would believe him. It kind of made me feel like a third wheel though, not gonna lie. Because I was just like tagging along. It felt like I was just tagging along. Like it almost felt like I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was. I'm gonna have trouble convincing myself of that. Like people can like tell me otherwise, and it's just like I don't know, dude. It's just how I feel. But it was really cute. I snuck in a photo of it. Pretty sure I sent it to them. Pretty sure they liked it. Probably won't show it. I might show it. If I can find it, I'll show it. Nah, I probably won't. Probably just like a in the moment sort of thing that like only friends would appreciate, you know? I don't know. It's just a photo of like two people getting along. Yeah, I mean, we went to the Pokies basically, and it was cool. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not young, right? I'm 23. But like, well, I mean, I'm not old. I'm not old either. Oh my gosh. What did we do then? We went for a walk outside, and it was nighttime at this point, well and truly. And no one was out. And I just decided, well, no one's out. Time to be loud. And I was loud. And I think I made them cringe, because they're like shy people. And I was like, dude, who cares? I think we just went to Macca's. Like we just got dinner. Like we were like, you know what? You know we're drinking. We need actual food. Macca's, actual food. Right. I mean, it was Macca's. And it was kind of bittersweet, because I knew this was the last thing on our agenda. But I mean, it was Macca's. So, we just like, we sat at a table, we ate food, we bantered. It was nice. I think Nick got a call from his boss, even though it was his off day, and he was like, you've allegedly applied for like a bunch of leave, and it's like, no I haven't. Like apparently he got like hacked or something with his work account, like he just applied for a bunch of leave. I don't know how he got that sorted, but I guess he did. Other than that, I mean, we ate, then said our goodbyes, and I knew I was saying my goodbyes for like, not just like the night, but for like a couple of weeks, because I knew Alice would be out of town in a bit. I've seen her since then, like she's been really active. It's been really nice, but I was like going on vacation. I was like, damn, I really just want to spend more time with you guys, but it's time to spend time with my family instead. That's a whole other can of worms I could open. How like going on vacation actually like made me feel worse, because like I don't know, it's made me feel kind of like disconnected from my parents a little bit and like more connected to my friends, and that's been kind of toxic, because it's like I can't spend that much time with my friends like all the time, every time, especially since I live with my parents. So it's like I don't know, dude. I haven't really talked to anyone about that. It's just something I've noticed recently, and other people have probably noticed as well. It's whatever. I mean, you know, like I just walked off. I walked up to the bus stop. It was cool. While I was at the bus stop, I caught them walking off. They weren't far behind me, and I was like, I was just kind of like, I wasn't stalking them, but I was just like watching them. Ooh. I was just watching them go, and I was like, damn, look at them go. They're so cute. This is I'll be frank, dude. This is the first time I've ever felt like happy for someone else. Like not like, and not just being like super narcissistic. Like this is like, it's for my own good that I feel happy about something. This is the first time I was like, damn, you know what? They deserve this. Like, especially me. Because, like, I know that, like, I've been there for, like, his struggles and stuff. I'm pretty sure Alice has struggled as well, but I don't really know. I don't know that well. But, like, she probably deserves it as well. I think she's had a couple of relationships before as well, and they've probably, like, gone down in flames or something, so. It's cool. So, if anything, shout out to my two best friends being in a relationship. Because since they're both my friends, I know for sure that they're gonna like live it up, dude. They're gonna absolutely live it up. And I think that like I trust that I can just trust them that they're gonna do right by each other because I know them both and I know them well and I know they're good people. And it's like that's a first, dude. That's a huge first. That's really good. So I don't. It's the first time that I have a relationship with my mates that I don't feel like I have to be a big part of it. And they might dispute that, saying like there's no reason why, even if I'm like a third wheel, why I'm like less valuable to like them as a friend or whatever. But that's not really what I'm saying. That's not really what I'm saying. I don't really know what I'm saying. I couldn't really tell you. But you know, it's good. It's good. So I don't know. I got on the bus, and yeah, I got on the bus. And I just started reflecting. I shot Nick a text. I said thank you. It was the first time I'd said thank you to someone for something in a while. Because I legitimately understood at this point that this was the best day of my life. And it was nice. It was nice. Yeah. I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. Yeah, have a good day.